Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we will discuss NVIDIA's massive, incredible Q4 2024 earnings results. Buckle up, it is going to be a ride. Shamouses too, like and subscribe. Now, NVIDIA stock down 3% on the day, up 7% after hours. It has to be a good report, right? Let's find out. But first, let's check out analyst expectations. Analysts expect NVIDIA to post a 240% increase in revenue from the year-ago period for a total of $20.6 billion, driven by $17 billion in data center revenue. The business, that's the business that makes AI GPUs like the H100. Net income is forecast to surge more than sevenfold to $10.5 billion in the January quarter. Sevenfold. That is incredible for a company this big. It's unheard of. The article goes on. NVIDIA is also planning to start shipping a new high-end server GPU called the B100 in 2024. The timing of that chip could affect the company's growth rates. In the current quarter, Wall Street analysts expect a 208% rate of growth to about $22.17 in sales. NVIDIA has other businesses, from chips for PC gaming to automotive chips, but the focus today will remain primarily on its AI GPUs, which make up more than 80% of NVIDIA sales. So that everything rides on AI, and that everybody is looking at AI. But enough of the boring stuff. Let's get to the numbers. I'm going to hide my face because who wants to see me? I am ugly. Okay, so getting to the earnings. NVIDIA had a phenomenal quarter and year with record revenues, earnings, and margins. Now, let's just discuss these because these are absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to read this part. Record quarterly revenue of $22.1 billion. That's up 22% from Q3 23, or from Q3. That's up 22% quarter over quarter and up 265% from the prior year. Again, analysts were expecting $20.6 billion. That's a huge beat. That is a massive beat. Record quarterly data center revenue of $18.4 billion, up 27% quarter over quarter and 409% from a year ago. So that was $18.4 billion, and what was expected, $17 billion. Another huge, massive beat. Let's see here. Record full year revenue of $60.9 billion, up 126%, but that's expected. This is the fourth quarter after all. Okay, let's see. What's it say? NVIDIA today reported reported revenue for the fourth quarter ended January 28th, blah, blah, blah. $22.1 billion, up 22%. We read that part. GAAP earnings per diluted share was $4.93. 93 cents, up 33% from the previous quarter and up 765% from a year ago. You don't get numbers for a company this big. You just don't. NVIDIA is performing astronomical. It's amazing. AI is amazing. The H100 is amazing. Okay, let's go. Non-GAAP earnings per diluted share was $5.16, up 28% quarter over quarter, 486% from a year ago. For fiscal 2024, revenue was up 126% to 60, where you read that. GAAP earnings per diluted share was $11.93, up 586% from a year ago. Non-GAAP earnings per diluted share was $12.96, up 288% from a year ago. Okay, so accelerated computing and generative AI hit the tipping point. Demand is surging worldwide across companies, industries, and nations, said Jensen Huang, founder and CEO. Our data center platform is powered by increasingly diverse drivers. Demand for data processing, training, and inference from large cloud service providers and GPU specialized ones, as well as from enterprise, software, and consumer internet companies. Vertical industries, led by auto, financial services, and healthcare, are now at a multi-billion-dollar level. When he says the auto, I wonder if he means Tesla. Who knows? Could also be Waymo. Now, NVIDIA RTX, introduced less than 6 years ago, is now a massive PC platform for generative AI, enjoyed by 100 million gamers and creators. The year ahead will bring major new product cycles with exceptional innovations to help propel our industry forward. Come join us at next month's GTC. We will actually stand by for that video. NVIDIA will pay its next quarterly dividend of 4 cents. I expect their dividends to rise substantially. Just a side note. Okay, let's get to the numbers. Okay, so GAAP, let's actually do... GAAP's fine. Yeah, GAAP's fine. Why? Because the numbers are bigger. That's why. Okay, revenue, $22.1 billion, up 265%. We discussed that. Okay, gross margin is 76%. That's up from Q3's 74%, which itself was a record. So they just set a new huge record of 76%. The thing about gross margin is it is difficult to move this significantly one way or the other. So any type of a 2% change quarter over quarter or 12.7% year over year is, again, unheard of. Yeah, that's just, it's insane. Okay, operating expenses, $3.1 billion, up 23%. Operating income, $13.6 billion, up 983%. Net income's $12.2 billion, up 769%. What was expected there? I know they beat hugely. Big league. Let's see. Okay, so net income was expected to be $10.5 billion. So 10.5, and it was 12.2. That's such a huge beat. Such a huge beat. Up 769%. Okay, let's go. These are just the non-GAAPs. Okay, so for the full year, revenue revenue is up 126%. Operating expenses up 2%. This is what gets you your margins. Your revenue is up 126%. Your operating expenses are up only 2%. That's what gives you your operating income up 681%. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah. Okay, net income's up 581%. Diluted earnings per share up 586%. You can read the non-GAAP. It's kind of just a repeat of the previous. Okay, so outlook. NVIDIA's outlook for the first quarter of fiscal 2025 is as follows. Revenue is expected to be $24 billion, plus or minus 2%. What was expected? I think it was 22. Okay, so yeah, the outlook was 22.1, another beat. So NVIDIA just beat on the top, the bottom, and the outlook. That explains their stock price. Ooh, 9%. Yeah, 9.5%. Okay, let's continue. GAAP and non-GAAP gross margin is expected to be 76.3% and 77%. Let me check what it was this quarter. So, an increase in gross margin. What do you know? All right, so GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses expected to be approximately $2.5 billion. GAAP and non-GAAP other income and expenses. Okay, so taxes are expected to be 17%, plus or minus 1%, excluding any discretionary items. I'll have to adjust my valuation for the new tax rates. They make too much money. They pay more taxes. Okay, NVIDIA achieved progress since its previous earnings announcement in these areas. Data center fourth quarter revenue was a record, and we read that. Launched in collaboration with Google, optimizations across NVIDIA's data center and AI platforms for Gemma? I don't know. And Google's groundbreaking open language models. Oh, let me know in the comments. Is it Gemma or is it Gemma? Also, let me know what you expect for NVIDIA's share price in 12 months. So they expanded their strategic collaboration with AWS to host NVIDIA DGX Cloud on AWS. A lot of acronyms there. I'm not good with acronyms. Now it's that Amgen will use the NVIDIA DGX and SuperPod. Now it's the NVIDIA Nemo. Nemo. The fish. Introduced NVIDIA Monai Cloud APIs announced that Singtel will bring generative AI services to Singapore. Nice. NVIDIA Hopper GPUs. Am I saying me, or are a lot of these things difficult to pronounce? Introduced plans with Cisco to help enterprises quickly and easily deploy. Okay. Supported the National Artificial Intelligence Research Resource Pilots Program. Okay, so gaming. How's gaming doing? Fourth quarter revenue was $2.9 billion, flat from the previous quarter, and up 56% from a year ago. Now for gaming, this is also huge. These are big numbers for gaming. Gaming is usually, it's cyclical. Gaming is very cyclical, and they're currently at the peak of this cycle. So that's where gaming's at. Full year revenue rose 15% for gaming. They launched the GeForce 40 Super Series GPUs starting at $600. Let's see, what else do we got? Don't care. Okay, so professional visualizations up 11%. This is sort of like a steady gainer. Oh, from the previous quarter and 105% from a year ago. This is also going nuts. Everything in NVIDIA is going nuts. Professional visualization is up 105%. Gaming is up 56% from a year ago. Data center is up 409% from a year ago. Every division is going absolutely bonkers. Except for auto. Auto is down 4%. But honestly, I don't care about the auto division. You may. And you know what? It's fine. All right, so what else do we got here? NVIDIA will connect. Okay, the numbers. We pretty much just went through all the numbers. Anything else here? Quickly going through these. Any debt? Okay, so 2024, 2023. So long-term debt decreased by $1.3 billion ish, 1.25 billion. Hey, look at shareholders' equity. This is how much of the company that you own if you have stock. If you own NVIDIA stock, your stake basically just increased from $22 billion last year to $43 billion today. Yeah, this is year over year. So you're a rich person today. Okay, so cash flows from operating activities, net income, we discussed. Okay, so stock-based compensation is up a couple $100 million, which is expected because NVIDIA is growing. They're actually increasing their R&D spend, which should be down here. Around here somewhere. How is their R&D spend? I can't find it. Oh, well, I'll find it later. Okay, where were we? I got lost. Okay, cash flows, net income, stock-based compensation, depreciation and amortization is actually down. Yeah, depreciation's down. Nice. Anything else? Inventories are fine. Everything's good. I see no outlying things to note that are bad. Everything was just incredible. Cash equivalent at the end of the period, $7.3 billion from $3.3 billion. Yeah, everything's incredible there. Reconciliations. Yeah, this is just an amazing report. NVIDIA had a fantastic quarter. Yeah, NVIDIA had a phenomenal quarter and year with record revenues, earnings, and margins. Now the question then is, how much is NVIDIA worth today? I have an NVIDIA valuation model up on my Patreon. Now overall, NVIDIA's earnings report was incredible and showed the company's leadership and innovation in the fast-growing fields of accelerated computing and generative AI. NVIDIA's stock price rose, as you saw, 9.5% after the earnings release. Get ready for price targets to be raised. NVIDIA is clearly, I would say, the most exciting and influential company in the tech industry, and I'm looking forward to see what they will do next. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And also let me know in the comments what you think of NVIDIA's Q4 2024 earnings report and honestly, its data center division. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.